Okay, so today's review, we are going to do a setup in the bus and in the box truck. So a lot of people have requested that they wanted to see inside the bus, so we're going to do that. Sorry for the wait. I have been very busy with other things, work, and getting this bus ready. So, last but not least, this is the bus. That's a seat for my helper. Brush and soap. Let me get up on here. 3 totes lined up. It's the best way I could do it. Nailed down to the floor. Chemicals and stuff over in that corner. They normally have a cooler over there too. Seat for the passenger. These little baskets actually come in handy because they keep their garments and work stuff in there. Trash, rags and stuff. 3 totes lined up, 1,000 gallons, 330 gallon totes a piece. About 920, just round up to 1,000. So it holds actually access door for, if they want to put chemicals right there instead of them dragging down the road and stuff. Let's see here. Power washer reback, rebuilt power washer, rebuilt pump, rebuilt motor. You got your hydrochem product sitting right there. And then you have your 2-step gun up top, hose and reel stuff right here, and gasoline right there for the power washer, and other things like that. Cameras don't work. Everybody keeps asking me about the cameras. Cameras do not work. I spray painted the bus for many reasons because I was gonna get tint all around, but I didn't want to tint it, so I just spray painted it. Looks good, very cleaned up. Definitely, I like the mirror shine rims. Always keep them clean before the bus rolls out. 2004, believe it's a 5, not sure. Obviously it's a bus, I don't know the make and model. Thomas built it, apparently. It does have AC, front and back, heat front and back, mirror shine rims. Just replaced the hub seal on that, as you can see, so work never stops. This bus is not completely done. The only thing that this bus is honestly missing is a heater, a hot water burner. I am in the process of getting that. So that's going to go somewhere. I'm still mapping things out, exactly where I'm going to put it. And that'll honestly complete this setup. This setup is not no means to go far. This setup is just for a local run that I have and some local work. So for the most part, it's doing that. So other than that, yeah. So that's all with the bus. It is, again, sorry, 2004 to 2005. Obviously, Thomas bus has a C7 cat in it, which no emissions, no anything. Love the motor, it pulls good. Even with the water, honestly, it does not affect anything, taking hills or anything like that. C7 pulls good. I think that's turned up to 250. This bus does have 302,000, but for the most part, it's not too bad. Let me see, it is a out-of-state bus. I went out to Ohio and picked it up. So for the most part, it's pretty clean. It does have some rust, but for the most part, it's not too shabby. It is a cat, it leaks. So, it wouldn't be a cat if it didn't leak. So it is what it is. I'm getting things dressed up on it. Does have a crack in the windshield. Do have the people coming sometime this weekend to take care of that. If not, definitely Monday or Tuesday, they're coming to take care of it. But yeah, that's the bus setup. It is not a big bus by no means. I did get it D-rated, so it is not a CDL bus. But like I said, it's not a big bus. It holds everything well. It does have airbags. It's not leaf spring suspension. It's airbag suspension. So it rides very comfortably, very smooth. I have a big driver, so it works good for him. So for the more things, it does work, gets the job done. Now, we can go to the big boy. I did make a video about this truck, but unfortunately, the video was kind of crappy. So I am making another one. It is a 2016 Peterbilt 220 cab over with a 6.7. It's a PX7 PACCAR, but in reality, it's a 6.7 Cummins. So the inside of this one, you got 3 totes each side, 3 totes on that side, 2,000 gallons it can hold. Does have an overweight permit for the drop axle. I didn't sure if I needed it or not, so I was just what the heck when I got it. But double power washer, obviously double burner, 2 reels, 6 chemical totes, gasoline. Give me a second, I'm actually get up in here. Yeah, gasoline, 6 totes, reclaim system over there in the corner, which that is a work in progress. Plan on actually getting another one. 4 hose reels, 2 just pressure washer guns. Do got my 2-step guns, do got the Hydrochem products, generator. Everybody says I can gravity feed, which is some truth to it because that bus I do gravity feed, but with that bus gravity feeding, the pressure washer gravity feeding on that bus, there is a little bit of a lag to it. What I mean by that is there's more of a, when you let the trigger go, it does die down and come back, die down and come back. But for the most part, once you let it run for a little bit, it'll give that constant flow. But so I do have pumps hooked up to these for direct, so it pulls straight water out. This hose right here, that blue hose is phenomenal. And also too, I have bigger openings on those. So actually I got shorter hose, which you need shorter hose if you're gonna go with this type of setup like this. Shorter hose, more direct. I had these hoses at some point, and the problem with these hoses, they was just too long, so I didn't get water direct. Like the pumps will pull from these 2 tanks, and by the time I'm done with the job, these 2 tanks will be dead empty. Those 4 will be fully full. So just more flow. Actually, now when the pump pulls when the pump pulls to the power washer pump, it actually pulls from all 3 because I got bigger opening holes. So it actually works out good. Did think about getting rid of all these and actually go with a bigger tank. So some people probably say like, why I got all these tanks in here? But I did think about that 100%. But I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It took me a long time to get this set up in here. So I just don't want to break it down and move out. So it is working good. So I do get that. I do want to get just 1 tank in here. That's 2,000 gallons, maybe 2,300. So it can sit back here. But for the most part, it's not bad. So that's the setup for this. Like I said, 2 brand new burners, 2 Harbor Freight pumps. I do got direct drive, which are not too bad. I keep them changed, keep them greased, keep them up to date. So they tend to do the job. I have no complaints. Like I said, I have 6 chemical totes. I have 2 non-safe. So I got those 2 in the front non-safe, those 2 in the back non-safe, and I have 1 in the middle that's safe. Because I don't really have many contracts that have safe. This bus runs a contract that's strictly poly safe. So I just have 4 barrels of that. I have 2 barrels of poly safe. I have 2 barrels of non-poly safe on that bus because that bus also serves local customers as well. Instead of pulling this big thing out all the time, it's more beneficial for me to take that around. Plus it's smaller. I can get between certain stuff. It's not too bad. I actually enjoy driving that, and AC works good. Other than that, that's basically this truck, excuse me. I'm filling this up because I am actually going out on this today. And for the most part, everything is not bad. Old R&L carrier truck, which old R&L carrier, it pulls good. It is a smaller Cummins in there, but for the most part, it's not too bad. It definitely is not bad. Put the chicken lights on, had them rewired, everything myself. Like to look good going down the road. So was gonna put some green underglow underneath it, but I am going to wait because I definitely want to get some more things fixed up on this. And then I want to complete that bus as well. So I definitely want to complete that bus before I actually start going back to my project, my baby. But like I said, I always wanted a big box truck, and I got it. So the only thing that's crappy about this box truck, it has two 45-gallon tanks on each side, and trust me, they're not that good. Definitely when I go up, because I go sometimes towards New York City, and I have a big contract with a big company, and they're just spread it out. So I do majority of upstate New York, and it is quite a bit of a fuel guzzler, definitely when you're dragging all that water with you. But for the most part, it does what it needs to do. Bigger turbo on it. We did put a bigger turbo on it, so it definitely screams a little bit more. Bigger injectors, just for a little more power. Don't kind of go too quick on it. It's, for the most part, but it definitely pulls. It does what it needs to do. And yeah, so that's the setup of the bus and the truck. So like, comment, subscribe. I am doing more videos on this, definitely of just fleet washing in general. So, definitely like the setup. I am going to, sooner or later, go with a remote system in these, but I just honestly want it to be user-friendly. The gun, they know it. They know exactly what it needs to do and everything like that. So I'm kind of hesitant on the remote system. The gun is just kind of switch back and forth, and you keep going. As far as the remote system, you have to time it just right and stuff like that. And that's a whole nother adventure I have to show my guys. But for the most part, I definitely want to thank anybody who's been watching me, thank all my subscribers, thank all the people who supported me. And we're going to keep the journey going. So thank you. Enjoy your day. God bless.